Welcome back into another episode of Hefe's World. And if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. But let's go ahead and get right into it. We are doing the SmackDown review from this past Monday. The show kicks off with Seth Rollins. He cut a good promo in the ring about going to the Rumble, and he wants his retribution from the Netflix debut episode where he lost to CM Punk. He wants to be able to right his wrongs from January and kick February off with a bang. Gunther's music would eventually hit during his promo, and he would make his way to the ring. He, of course, cut a promo about Saturday night's main event and how he won and beat Jay like he said he was going to do. Um, and then he asked Seth, pretty much where has he been in this title picture because he says that Seth has said that he is the guy in all of this. So they go back for a second, and then of course, or to everybody's surprise, honestly, actually, Logan Paul's music would hit, and he made his way down to the ring. I honestly assumed that Logan Paul would be involved in his own promo by himself doing something completely different. So me personally, I didn't expect to see him this early in the show, but we got Logan Paul early. He gets in the ring. He cut a great promo about getting ready to go get into the Rumble. So he officially declared for the Rumble. Then Gunther ends up changing his mind and says that he would rather face Logan Paul instead of Seth. So Gunther has now made a claim that he would like to see Paul win the Rumble and face him. And then Seth just basically, he says, "Yeah, whatever, you're right." Seth ends up leaving the ring. There's a quick backstage segment with CM Punk. He does an interview, which leads to Sami Zayn showing up. He walks up, and then after their little encounter, Sami Zayn walks off. He ends up meeting up with Karrion Cross. Karrion Cross is an excellent talker. Definitely can cut a great I'm sorry, great promo. I would just love to see more of his in-ring work, and I'm sure the fans would as well. But Karrion Cross, he cut an excellent promo for Sammy in the backstage area. As Karrion's walking away, Sammy's watching him walk away, and as he turns back, Cody's right there, like, "Oh, whoa, where did you come from?" It's crazy how these guys are like right here and nobody sees each other. But in any regards, after he ran into Cody, they looked at each other real quick, and that was pretty much that. We hit a commercial break. After the commercial break, we see Dom and JD already in the ring. So we know what time it is. We're getting ready to get a tag team match. So the War Raiders music, of course, hits, and we get the War Raiders making their way to the ring, and we get a great WWE Tag Team Championship match between the War Raiders, JD McDonough and Dominic Mysterio. The War Raiders would end up winning this match, but before they won this match, there was a move that JD did uh to off the rope to I forgot which one of the War Raiders it was, but in any regards, he hit the back of his head and the back of his neck, and who knows what else on the announcer's tape. But it's been officially announced that he did get hurt from that. Um, as much as I really don't personally like JD, I I don't ever want to see somebody get injured. I don't ever want to see anybody get hurt. So prayers up to JD. I hope you get a speedy recovery in all this. Um, I'm sure the Judgment Day will probably be already done and gone by the time you get back. So who knows where you'll fit back into the bill when you do get back. But I'm curious to see if Judgment Day is even a thing at that point. So we'll see what happens with that. After that, we have a backstage segment with Pete Dunne and Ludwig Kaiser. They're kind of talking it up for a second, and then in walks the New Day. Um, they, as they walk up, Ludwig Kaiser and Pete Dunne kind of look at each other, and they just kind of walk off, and pretty much leave the New Day to themselves. And the New Day, of course, they're getting upset, and Xavier would hype up, he's in his hometown and that his family's going to be there for this match against Ray tonight. Now, for me, they're really trying to put Kofi and Xavier into this heel tag team, and I get it. It's cool. It's something new to try and do, but these guys aren't heels, and if and to me they don't seem like it, and they're not acting like it. It's weird when you watch them on the screen try and be a heel. To me, it just doesn't fit. So I don't know. I wouldn't be mad if they just automatically took them off TV for a little bit, transition them back to like good guys. I don't know, just something, or for them to get beat down and Biggie make the save, and that's his surprise return, and these guys go back to face because this heel stuff is really not working out. At least that's my opinion. I don't know if you guys have a different opinion. Let me know in the comments about how you guys feel about that. But let's go ahead and get into what is transpiring. He hypes up the match with Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio's music would hit, and he was make his way down to the ring with the LWO. We get a quick commercial break, and then back from commercial. Xavier Woods and Kofi are already down the aisle at ringside, and they are over by where the chairs are in the front row, where their reserve spots are for Xavier's family. His family is not there as of this moment. We definitely are curious to see if they are even going to show up at all. But the match ends up starting. Xavier got in the ring and the bell rang immediately. So we get a great back and forth action between these two guys. Eventually, pretty much very much towards the end of the match, the Woods family ends up showing up. And they have the New Day Sucks shirts, of course, on. And one of the family members ends up throwing a shirt at Xavier. Xavier will get upset. He doesn't really attack his family, but he tries to get back in the ring and try and finish off Ray and try and look over at them and point him out. But Ray quickly counters, hits him with the 619, gets the win, and then poses in a New Day Suck shirt with Ray Mysterio. I mean, I'm sorry, with Xavier Woods' family. So, I get it again, the whole heel stuff, but it's just not. To me, I just don't think it's working. It's not working. They're trying to use his family here too. It's not working, in my opinion. It's just not working. Backstage, we have another segment with Sammy and Seth. Sammy's trying to basically explain what happened last week. Seth, pretty much at the end of the day, tells him if it happens again, you know, then it happens again, and we're gonna have to do something about it, pretty much. But he still definitely brings up Roman Reigns and how he feels that he's working for Roman. So we'll see exactly what happens with that. So then we get to after that we get to Jey Uso making his way to the ring. He makes his way to the ring with Quavo. It's a absolutely great entrance that the fans absolutely ate up. I think they played his music like three different times. So it was definitely great to see that. He cuts a great promo about going into the Royal Rumble and how he's going to win the Royal Rumble and how he's going to challenge Gunther and take the title from him at Mania. So after he cuts the promo, of course, the fans are loving it, eating it up. And then we get a backstage interview with Lyra Valkyria. Um, I really want to see this woman in the ring. She just won the title on the what was it? It's like two weeks ago now, but this backstage stuff, we need more from the woman, and starting with the IC title. This is a new title. I need to see more. We've definitely gotten a lot more out of the United States women's title than we have out of the IC title so far. So I need something, but in any regards, this backstage interview will get interrupted by the Alpha Academy. Ivy Niles is basically telling people that she's going to come for the title. So we'll see. We'll see what happens with Ivy Niles. Alpha Academy. It seems like they're trying to push them to eventually get some gold. I know the two Creed brothers. They want the tag team titles. They were out there for the tag team championship match earlier in the night, watching that at the in the crowd. So we'll see what happens if Chad Gable can get these guys to any type of championship. As they walk away, though, we do see Otis and Co. and they're making their TikToks, and Chad Gable pretty much says they're just an embarrassment to the company, pretty much. So after that, we get a in the ring. We have Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez, and then Naomi's music hits with with followed by, of course, Bianca Belair. They make their way to the ring together, and we have a little women's tag team action. Great back and forth action. Dirty Dom, of course, comes out to try and help Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. It doesn't help really at first, but towards the end, the numbers, of course, they unfortunately were too much for Naomi and Bianca to overcome. So Liv and Raquel would end up getting the victory here. So who knows? We'll probably get a tag team title match for them down the line at some point. I know that Bianca and Naomi are supposed to be defending those titles on NXT tonight, so we shall see what happens there. Who is the champs? I'm pretty sure they'll retain the titles, but we'll see. You never know. I would love at some point a surprise to actually happen, something like that, where we do get a title change. That would be nice. Um, it would definitely make fans want to turn the product on a little bit more because then we really never know what we're going to expect. But right now we kind of do. So, Hunter, we need to change that. But on to the next thing, man. We get to the backstage segment with Bailey, Rhea, Io Sky. And then after that, we have a we get back. We have a commercial break, and then back from commercial break, Paul Heyman is already in the ring. He ends up unveiling the 2K25 cover, which of course is none other than Roman Reigns. And we actually get to see a little clip of Paul Heyman in there. So shout out Paul Heyman finally making the cover of 2K25. Um, and well deserved, honestly, for Paul Heyman for sure. Well deserved for Roman as well. Paul Heyman cuts a great promo. After the promo, Drew's music would hit, and then once Drew McIntyre makes his way down to the ring, he has a way with words with Paul. Paul definitely is very much nervous about everything, of course, as he always is. I love Paul's reactions when it comes to things. Paul is definitely one of the greatest workers in WWE that doesn't wrestle. Um, but he pretty much tells Paul that he is coming for his guy, but we all think, of course, he's talking about Roman. But surprisingly, he hits us with the swerve at the end, and he's really talking about CM Punk. So after that, we get a little commercial break. After the commercial break, Sami makes his way to the ring, and we get Sami versus Drew McIntyre. Uh, Sami, of course, has never beaten Drew. Sami is at this point, before this match, he was, I believe, 0-19 against Drew, and that included the untelevised events as well. So, it is very unfortunate to see Sami keep losing. Now, he did, of course, end up losing this match. Drew ended up winning, but Drew did not win this match single-handedly. He won with the help of the ropes. He put his feet on those ropes, and it definitely secured the victory for him. After the match, Sami would try to argue with the ref about the whole top rope thing and to go look at the replays, but Drew ends up attacking Sami, which leads to Cody Rhodes' music hitting and Cody getting the better of Drew, and then KO appears and he attacked Cody Rhodes. So we get a lot of guys coming out here and getting the better of each other. Uh, Drew eventually would get back in the ring and he helped KO, but Sami Zayn once again accidentally hit a Halula kick on who? None other than Cody. Kevin Owens, he gave his pretty much solitude to Sami, and then he left. Um, and then after everybody leaves, Cody's left in the ring, pretty much down and out. We get a quick cut to a Roman Reigns promo thing, and then it cuts back into the ring with Cody Rhodes in the ring cutting a promo. He cuts a great promo, and then fans probably think the show's just about done, but whose music hit? CM Punk. And these guys have a way with words. One excellent promo, back and forth promo to end the show, going back and forth with each other. It's very much interesting how much WWE has been pushing CM Punk. It almost makes it seem like CM Punk is lined up to win the Royal Rumble. So at this point, the way they've been pushing Punk, I would not be surprised if he is the one to win the Rumble or the one to win the Elimination Chamber to go on and face somebody at WrestleMania like Cody Rhodes or Gunther. So I would not be surprised about that. I wouldn't be also surprised if they wait on John Cena winning a world title. I was talking to one of my friends the other day. I do believe they will let him win the Intercontinental Championship at some point, and maybe that's why Sheamus is not winning it yet because they are going to let Sheamus hold it for a while when he gets it. But I think they want John to win it. I think that might be in the cards so that he does become a Grand Slam champion before he hangs it up. So be on the lookout for that. Be on the lookout for John Cena being in the IC title picture instead of the world title picture. Um, and be on the lookout for my SmackDown episode later on this week. And I'll catch y'all up with some more content. Make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. And just remember, this is Hefe's World, and you're just living in it.